You're on mute, Mr. Clark. Sorry, Mr. Clark, if you can hear me, you're on mute.
Got it.
There we go.
My apologies. You would think I would know something about this. Let me refer to my opening statement. Mr. Chair and committee, first of all, good afternoon, and let me start by commending this committee for taking up this matter. When governments sell and buy official residence involving millions of dollars, parliamentary scrutiny is completely understandable. At a time when many Canadians, and including many Americans, are facing housing challenges, they have the right to know why and how decisions are made to buy and sell official accommodations. Canadians have the right to know if these transactions result in value for money and how or if they advance Canadians' interests. And parliamentarians are the right people to pose those questions and to get those answers, and I hope to be helpful in that endeavor today. I have the honor of leading Canada's Consulate General in New York, a role that I took up on February 27th, 2023. This is one of Canada's most significant diplomatic posts. It is responsible for 5 states, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and Delaware, and also the island of Bermuda. This region has a combined GDP of more than $6 trillion and two-way trade with Canada of more than $200 billion a year. Rien qu'à New York, il y a environ 300,000 résidents.
In New York alone, there are 300,000 Canadians resident. Our consulate provides for them government services that are essential, including emergency consular service.
Of the American media capital, where opinions that Americans have of Canada are often formed and created and amplified. Mon travail englobe tous ces aspects et bien plus encore.
My work includes all these aspects and even more. The consulate is there to promote and defend Canadian interests, for example, in terms of trade and investment, and deals with various bilateral questions at the municipal level, the state level, and the federal government level.
Tools to do the job. I am assigned a residence both to live and to use for work. That means using it for certain types of meetings, receptions, and dinners. It is Canada's house in New York. Since I arrived, I have held 38 events at the residence. Most recently, last week, I had a reception for New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy and his delegation on the eve of their trade and political mission to Canada, with visits to Ontario and Quebec. Other events, such as dinners, have centered around venture capital, private equity, political outreach, AI, public policy, and the arts. As you have already heard in testimony from Global Affairs Canada officials, I had no role whatsoever in either deciding to sell the former residence or buying the new one. That was completely undertaken by the Property Bureau in Ottawa. I was not involved in the selection of the new property, its amenities, or its location. And as you have heard, this project will return millions of dollars to Canadian taxpayers, which I'm sure all of you think is a good thing. I also want to let you know why I was unavailable on August 27th when you first invited me to speak with you. I was on leave with my children and my grandchildren. I am very pleased that the committee and thankful to the committee to accommodate my appearance today. Finally, I would like to tell you why I accepted this job as Consul General in the first place. After a 45-year career in broadcasting and 5 years as a senior business executive, I was looking for an opportunity to give back because I believe that anyone who has done well because of Canada, or in my case, because of Canadians, should give something back to the country that gave them so much. This job allows me to do just that, using my experience and my personal networks in the service of Canada. I am extremely proud of the work my team here in New York does for Canadians, advancing and protecting their interests every single day. Mr. Chairman, I now look forward to answering any questions that the members may have.
Thanks, Mr. Clark. We'll start with